National Quilters Month, which means it is the perfect time to get into quilting. I personally, if you don't know, I do the marketing here at Quilting, so a lot of my time here is spent behind a computer, which means I've only ever played around with these machines once actually. So as much as I love and appreciate quilting, I haven't really had the chance to actually do it myself. But in spirit of National Quilters Month, we are trying to show everyone the Quilting effect means that no matter who you are or how much experience you have, quilting is for everyone and you can absolutely get into it. So Melissa is here with me today to kind of show me how to work with pantographs and get started on quilting as a total beginner.
So a little bit about pantographs. It's a perfect way to start quilting because sometimes people get a little intimidated with the free motion, thinking, well, maybe my mind isn't as creative as other people's minds. Well, with the pantograph, what's nice about it is that you don't have to think about it. The design is already there for you. We sell over 1,000 patterns on patternman.com. Anywhere from very simple patterns to more complex patterns. We have some hearts, we have some trucks, we have some stuff for Christmas, another thing. So we have all different designs, and then we have very basic designs as well. Maybe you want just a regular crazy puzzle design. So we have lots of designs that helps with the creativity when you come to pantograph. Very easy to set up. You can set up the pantographs on both of our systems, both of our frames, I should say, as long as you have a laser pointer. Now the diamond here already has a laser port. All of our machines, new machines, have laser ports in them. We have a laser port in the back. We also have a laser port in the front that you could actually do pantographs from the front. Today we're going to see pantographing from the back. You can do the pantographs on our commercial frame. You can also do it on our stretch steel frame. And one of the things with the pantographs is that you do want to take into account how big your throat is. So if you have a 24-inch throat, you're going to be able to do a much bigger pattern on that throat. We sell anywhere from 5-inch patterns all the way up to 15-inch patterns, or we might even have 17-inch patterns, very large patterns. But if you have a smaller machine, such as a 17-inch pattern, you would not want to do or pick out a 12-inch pattern because it's going to be too big for you. And what I mean by that is the space here, you're not going to have enough space in your quilting area as you advance your quilt. So a couple things on the using a laser, that's what you use to follow it. On our diamond here, I actually just click it off to the rear, and my laser light is going to come down here on my pattern, and you will be able to see it as I trace the pattern. The front, the laser light will go here, and you could trace. So for example, let's say you had a really cool picture that you found on the internet that would fit into your block really nicely. You could lay your block here, and then you could shine your laser on it to be able to use that laser and copy that quilt or that block into your block. This one here, the patterns that we're referring to in the back, are really for your edge-to-edge pattern. When you get a pattern from us, our pattern bands all come in 12-foot sections. We have lots of different other accessories that you can also purchase with our patterns. We have kits, and the kits, they come with grids. So one of the things you can do is you can actually purchase patterns from us that are already done. You can purchase the grids and actually make your own patterns as well using your laser light from the back. You can take a pattern that you purchased from us and maybe it is too big. You can use this to resize it so that you can get a smaller pattern, and that's what you can use if you have maybe a smaller area that you're trying to put that pattern in. Our kits come in 3 different kits we have on our website. They also come with a ruler, little spray thing so you can wipe it off, a ruler here and a marker, and a little cloth that the kits come in. And they come in 3 different sizes on our website and on the patternman.com website as well. The other thing that's really good, if you're using a pantograph, because remember, you're quilting from the back, so your head is down, it's down low like this. One of the things that could happen is your thread could break. This thumb wheel cover is a game changer for people. This you can put directly onto your thumb wheel here. Oops. on your thumb wheel. So if something were to happen, your thread's not going to go into that thumb wheel. Just a couple little tips for when you're going to use the laser on the pantograph. The other thing that's really nice is on the diamond, because you're quilting from the back once again, we actually have a low bobbin indicator on this. So as you're quilting along, if your bobbin were to start running low, it's actually going to start blinking blue all over your quilt. Because as you're quilting down, your head is down here and not looking at the back of the screen. So now you're going to have this light that's going to say, hey, it's time to look up. The other thing is, if your thread were to break on the diamond, you have a thread break sensor right here. It will start blinking purple throughout your machine. So it tells you, hey, look up. It's your thread just broke, because once again, you don't want it to get sucked up into your take-up lever or into your wheel here. Otherwise, you're going to have that inside your head. But those are a couple tips or a couple things that you get from getting buying a diamond. Is when you pantograph, it makes it a lot easier from the back. And lastly, there's pantograph lighting from the back as well. So there's lighting that is attached to your back handles, and it actually lights up right here on your pantograph. Make sure I have it on. No, I have it on. There's my pantograph lighting, so that will give you additional lighting from the back. So with that, let's go ahead and get started.
Yes, absolutely. And if there is anyone out there who's afraid to get started, just know I myself am pretty intimidated at the moment. So if I can do it, I am sure you can.
A couple other things I was going to mention too. So as you first get started, some people, the thing with quilting is you have to get your muscle memory going. And buying a simple pattern without even using the thread is a way to get your muscle memory and a way for you to get that movement and that fluidity in your movement. So for example, if I just take this and start following it, I don't have to quilt it right away, but I know I'm being able to follow this and being able to get my muscle memory down and getting my quilting down. So Melody, I'm just going to have you take this without quilting yet and kind of get that feel of doing those loops with the machine.
Perfect. And even just moving it around, as someone who's not super used to doing this, it's so smooth and light and easy with the frame. And I notice as I'm doing it, I can tell it's starting to get a little bit easier for me to actually hit the lines, whereas when I first started, I didn't exactly know where I was going. Okay.
You can tell a big difference from the start to the beginning, can't you?
Yes.
And even when I'm doing a demo, just like Melody just mentioned, when I'm doing a demo, a customer will come in the back and they get intimidated and they do a really hard grip on the back, and I would say, take a couple just fingers, take a breather, relax, and just start going. And you can tell a big difference. And we'll have Melody do this as she starts from the beginning all the way to the end and what her quilting looks like.
Yes.
So with that, I'm going to use some thread now.
Perfect.
You ready, Melody?
I am.
Okay, first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to bring up the thread, the bobbin.
Okay.
So we just brought up the bobbin, as you can tell. Now, when I start my pattern, I can use different modes. I'm going to put it in the regulated mode. If I was doing something that had a lot of corners, a lot of points, I would use the cruise mode. All our new technology in all of our machines, the flare, the layer, and the diamond, have a cruise mode, so it's a combination of regulated manual, and it helps you get very nice points as you're going in and out of corners. This one has a lot of curves, so I feel like the need is more of a regulated mode on this particular one. So I'm going to try it, and then I'm going to hand it over to you so you can kind of get a feel for it.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, Melody, I'm gonna shut it off and I'm gonna let you take over from there.
Okay. So all
So
I need
just
to do.
push the green button here,
Okay.
and when you push the green button, you actually saw you saw a light up there that blinked green at you. It's telling you your machine is ready to go and now you can drive it.
Okay, so I'm good to get started?
You're good to get started.
Okay.
Oh! What just happened?
Does that mean that the bobbin ran out of thread?
It did.
Okay.
It did. So this is the light that I mentioned. It blinked. It's blinking blue there, blinking blue here. Now it does on the front of the screen blink red, and it blinks red back here.
Okay.
But as I mentioned before, you're not in the back necessarily looking at your screen. You're looking over here to the side because you're looking at where you're going next in that
Yes.
pattern. So now you could see that visual of that light going off.
Yes, and I'm glad I didn't just keep going and run out of thread. I'd look back and I'd say, well, where's my design?
Exactly. So we're gonna go and we're going to put the thread back, pretend like we changed the bobbin so that Melody can continue with the pantograph.
Okay.
Then push your green. There you go now. Couple tips, Melody, try to kind of relax and put just a couple fingers on the back of your handles.
Okay.
You're doing great.
And just the more I do it, the more comfortable it feels.
And you'll get into a rhythm and you just start going.
I can already see how relaxing this would be. I feel like I could do it for hours. What's so nice about this as a beginner is I don't have to spend time thinking about the design. That work is already kind of done for me, and then I'm able to just go and learn the muscle memory and figure out what I need to do.
It's a great way to get started.
Now I'm at the end of the pattern.
Now you'll push the red button.
Okay.
It just blinked. It was blinking red at you, saying my machine is off now.
Gotcha. And
So,
for my first time, I
For
think
your
I'll
first
take it.
time, you look amazing. You can see as she got more and more comfortable with going in circles, but it's very easy to just keep going and going across, and you got your loops done here, got better as you went across.
Yes, and it just got a lot easier for me to move it too as I went.
Now, one of the things I wanted to show, I wanted to demonstrate,
Yes.
I'm going to, as you're quilting, I'm gonna go on the other side of you.
Okay.
As you're quilting, I'm gonna have you go back that way with the machine, and I'm going to do something so you can see another demonstration of one of the features of the dime.
Okay, perfect. So just quilt over what I
So go
already
ahead
did.
and quilt over what you did, just start
Okay.
it again.
And what does that purple light mean?
So the purple light means that something happened with your thread. That is a feature that's on the diamond, and it's a great feature if you're doing pantographs, because then you know that you're not all the way to the end of your row and you're not actually quilting. Because once again, as you're looking down, your head's down here, this is telling you something just happened. Look up. Your thread, something happened to your thread on the top here, and then you need to stop and rethread it again.
Well, that's helpful. So yeah, just as my first time doing it, I have to say that's easier than I thought. I was a little bit nervous, and like Melissa said at the start, you can even kind of see I was a little shakier, but the more I got into it, the more confident I felt doing it, and I feel like if I was someone who owned a long arm and had a pantern and decided to just keep practicing on it, I could definitely get there. If just one row taught me so much, then I'm sure if I kept going, I would learn even more every single time.
So question for you, Melody. So when you did the pantograph versus thinking about a free motion, even though you were a little nervous doing it, did it make you feel a little bit more comfortable because you didn't have to think about the design?
Yes, so the only other time I've ever tried quilting, I was doing a free motion meander, and the whole time I was not only stressed about how is this gonna look, but I thought, well, where should I go next? How should the design look? And with this, all I had to do was make sure I was quilting smoothly and moving the machine right,
Good.
and then I was able to just go and do the design that was already planned out for me.
Good, good. So that's a little bit about beginning pantographs. And like I mentioned, our machines all come with laser pointers on the back. I should say our new machines. If you have a machine that doesn't have a laser pointer, you can always buy a battery operated laser from us too, regardless if you have a Quilting or a different brand. We sell battery operated lasers on our website that you can do all our pantographs, and hopefully that provides you some more as far as quilting doesn't have to be intimidated. You don't always have to come up with this creative design, that there's lots and lots of options for you that you can use on your machine, regardless if it's a small machine or a big machine, that helps you be able to quilt your quilts.
Yes, so if you are looking to get into long arm quilting, even if you're intimidated, you can feel free to come by if you are near Hiawatha, Iowa, and we'll give you a demo in person. You can try out a pantograph just like I did, or you can book a free consultation/demo with us at knowlting.com. Melissa can go over the machines with you and talk about techniques like this that are going to work for you and your quilting goals. So whether or not you're just getting started, we have something that'll help you out even if you're a beginner.
A couple other ways to see us as well is through our dealers and our ambassadors. And last year we introduced tours, the Quilting tours across the United States. So we're starting to do more and more of those. Look for tours in your area. That gives you also an opportunity to get a demonstration on our machines, pantographs, automation, and just see all of our various equipment and our products that we can bring to your home.
Yes, and completely for free at knowlting.com, you can download the All-in-One Quilters Workbook, which has all kinds of amazing exercises for beginners. There's things like planning out your quilts and sketching them, logging what projects you want to do. So if you are intimidated as you're just getting into it, that is going to be a huge resource for you. Well, thank you so much for watching me have my second ever quilting attempt, and Melissa, thank you for showing me around a little bit. Absolutely, do not be intimidated if you're looking to get into this. And remember, for National Quilters Month, you should help out a new quilter get into it, or if you yourself are a new quilter, this is the time to get started.